Hey everyone, I'm Shirley.
And I'm Billy, and this is our little dog camper.
Welcome to our channel. In this video, we're going to show you an overview of our recent trip from Florida to Utah.
Yes, we visited 9 national parks and also some other locations: Goblin Valley State Park, Roswell, New Mexico,
One of our favorites, and we went in a pontoon boat down the Colorado River at Horseshoe Bend.
and went to Meteor Crater. So,
Exactly. It was really fun, so we want to share our experiences, and we are going to drop videos every Thursday. If you're interested, please subscribe. We would love to have you join us. So our first phase of planning started with trying to get the national park camping reservations back to back.
at I believe it was 8 o'clock in the morning, had multiple devices going. So it was difficult, and we missed quite a few times on getting certain dates, but we ended up getting everything.
And when we got it, we felt like we won the lottery.
Exactly.
So exciting.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I got it.
Yay! You're kidding. Woohoo! For a trip? Sweet home Alabama. So going through northern Mississippi, we went through these beautiful white cotton fields. It was really cool to see the bales of cotton along the roadside, and we even saw these dust devils. It was just the weirdest thing, and so I looked it up, and 2 weeks before we were there, one of these dust devils actually did some damage.
Our trip planning was to visit the Utah parks, but our first stop along the way to get there was Arkansas Hot Springs.
Yeah, we decided to see whatever national park we could hit along our route. And I'd always wanted to go to Hot Springs. We toured the elaborate bathhouses. We did not take time to actually get a spa treatment, but I kind of want to go back and do that. We went up into the tower, and then it was on the way to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, New Mexico. In New Mexico, we stayed at Raton Pass Camp and Cafe. The cafe has been closed for 5 years, so they really shouldn't have that in their name. But we had a nice size with a nice view. And then our next park is Great Sand Dunes.
Yep. Great Sand Dunes. We definitely enjoyed our stay there, and the campground was pretty nice, but sites were unlevel, so I think it took us about an hour or so to level up.
I think a little bit more. We will detail that in our video about Great Sand Dunes. And then when we left there, it was just beautiful driving through Colorado. You'll see here it was so foggy. It just turned into this thick fog, and within 15 minutes, it lifted and there were bright blue skies. That's the fun of traveling on the road to me. You see so many different things.
Yeah, it was very strange. So our next stop was Mesa Verde, and that's along the way to Utah. So really enjoyed our stay there too.
Yeah, we didn't realize that once you get in the park, you have an hour drive to get to the Cliff Dweller sightings, and we were really tired the day that we arrived there, but we were able to set up in the campground and spend the next day going up into the cliff dwellings, and we really enjoyed it. That was a beautiful campground. So then we continued on, and where are we going next? The Four Corners. We were in 4 states at one time. We actually just happened upon that. I didn't even realize that we were going to go by there.
Yeah, we just saw a sign and just turned off.
And when we hit the Utah state sign, I just remember thinking it was like the landscape just changed to red rock. I was just amazed. It was like, okay, we're in Utah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, much different than what we're used to. So.
And our destination that day, we were going to Mexican Hat. We saw the Mexican Hat Rock right there. We had reservations at Val's RV Park, which was about, 30 to 40 minutes from Monument Valley. And on our way to Monument Valley, you got to stop at the Forrest Gump Point.
Yeah.
We had so much fun there.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's kind of sketchy with cars going by and everything, but a lot of people stopped and walking out in the street. It was a lot of fun. Cool.
And we drove our Jeep around the loop at Monument Valley. It was very bumpy. We'll show you what that was like in an upcoming video. Here we go. Then it was off to Moab, and we stayed on some BLM land, Ken's Lake. It's a fee to stay there because they have trash service and a bathroom.
So forth. But it's pretty nice, actually.
We liked it. The 50-mile-an-hour wind that hit us one night was not too much fun. But then behind Ken's Lake, there's this
A trail.
that goes up a rocky mountain, and we could look down on our campsite.
Yep.
We didn't go too far in there with our Jeep because it was very...
Yeah, there's a part of that trail that's called Steel Bender, and so our Jeep is stock and didn't damage it.
And the sunsets there were beautiful. Then we were off to Canyonlands. We didn't know what to expect with Canyonlands, but just the drive there is just absolutely beautiful. We had a picnic and just really drove around in the Jeep to see all we could. We didn't take too many hikes.
No,
Just walked out to the rim of an...
Yeah, just overlooks. So.
And then Arches. Arches was my favorite campground. I felt like we were in a set of a Disney Cars movie or something.
Yeah, we got so lucky with the campsite because it was random. We just got what was available.
And it was one of the bigger sites. And behind it, you could actually go out and walk along the rocks, sit out there and watch the sunset. One night, the sunset was absolutely beautiful because there was a storm coming in. And I remember we were trying to eat dinner, and I kept looking out the window, and I just finally just had to go out there and sit because the colors just kept changing. It was so pretty. And I would say Arches was one of our favorites. We did short hikes there, and you could see a lot without having to hike strenuous and long ways.
Yeah.
And then Goblin Valley State Park. That was one of our favorites, and Camper loved it.
Yeah, that's a pleasant surprise to find that. So I'd heard about it, but I'm so glad we stopped because it was awesome. Camper could go looking around, so it was kind of cool.
And then we went to Capitol Reef. Really had not done much research on Capitol Reef. Unfortunately, it was the first day of the government shutdown, October 1st, when we were there, and the visitor center was closed, so I didn't get to get my passport stamp. But we loved Capitol Reef.
Yeah, the campground's pretty awesome. It's down with a lot of trees, much different than the other scenery that you see in Utah. So.
And then we went to Bryce. We met friends there from Florida, and we rode bikes around. We went to Red Canyon. Bryce is just beautiful. We loved it. We had 3 nights there. And then it was to the big one, the Road to Zion.
Road to Zion.
Beautiful scenery. We decided to unhook the Jeep because we didn't know about the elevation and
the grades, towing.
Yeah. And then going through, this is not the Carmel Tunnel, but going through the Carmel Tunnel was so easy. We were anticipating a long wait, and but
it really wasn't. So we pulled up and they stopped traffic and waved us right on through. So it's much different than I thought.
Yeah, it was perfect. And our friends from Florida followed us to Zion, and we rode bikes one day to the beginning of the Needles Trailhead, which goes in a beautiful bike path half the way, and then it goes just on a road where the shuttles go. So it was a great bike ride.
Yeah. We had a little adventure that day, so we'll tell you about that in our video. So.
It rained a lot.
Rain delay at the lodge.
And we had a slight little injury, but as you can tell, the aftermath of the bike ride was visible.
So our next stop was Antelope Canyon, and we got to go down in there and do the upper portion of the Antelope Canyon. And
yes, and it did not disappoint. It's everything you think it's going to be from the pictures that you see.
Pictures you see online. It was awesome. Very impressive.
Then we went to Marble Canyon down the Colorado River in a pontoon boat. Our friends from Florida, their daughter gives the tours, and she gave us an awesome tour. We saw petroglyphs. It was just beautiful. And then to the Grand Canyon South Rim.
Yeah, we enjoyed that. We planned on staying, I think, 3 nights there, but we ended up staying 1 night because we got in there kind of early the day before and went to some overlooks and saw quite a bit. And we thought, well, let's just go ahead and move on to our next destination. So.
Yeah, and it was really windy. Anyway, we
And
enjoyed.
cold.
Yes, we enjoyed Mather Campground. Our site was kind of close to some trees, so
Yeah.
when we first pulled in there, we were too close, and we thought, "Oh my goodness!" But you're able to back out.
Yeah, it was cool. And we had some elk walking through the campground, which is pretty cool. Just had to be aware.
And then on our way to Arizona, we passed by Bedrock City, and my radar went up because I love the Flintstones, and I know that these parks are going extinct. I think that there were 2 of them, and one of them is now closed. But it's really just like a big playground, and especially me, I'll speak for myself, I acted like a kid, running from place to place, and I think Billy and Camper were just kind of wondering.
It's a good place to walk, and
Yeah, it was really windy there too.
it was windy.
And then we were going to the Meteor Crater RV Park, which is like a mile from the Meteor Crater.
Yeah, we had a friend tell us about Meteor Crater, and I hadn't thought too much about it, but we stopped there, and it was very impressive.
And of course, since we were going right by it, we had to stop and have our picture made at the corner, Winslow, Arizona. But here's the big one too, Roswell.
Yeah, we liked Roswell. That was fun.
It's just fun because we've heard so much about it. We've watched a lot of documentaries about it, and just to see how the town has embraced the alien thing, it's really fun. And then we started heading home. We went through Texas. All these little towns were very interesting. That's Brady, Texas. We went through Austin, which Billy had the white knuckles going through those overpasses. What'd you think about that?
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. So it was okay though. Just got to pay attention.
And then we visited family near Austin and just proceeded to head home through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and my hometown of Mobile. Had to go through there, go through the tunnel. If you've ever driven I-10 through Mobile, you know what I'm talking about. This is the new tunnel, which was built in the 70s. The old tunnel was built in the 40s, I think. And yeah. So it's hard to pass by a Buc-ee's, especially when you need gas and you're hungry. Yeah.
So that was a quick overview of our trip. Our first stop on our series of videos is going to be Hot Springs National Park.
We hope you'll subscribe and join us.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching.